Hello, welcome to The Elegant Life. I'm Erin Kurt, and yes, I do know it has been a couple of weeks since I have been on filming you a video, and I apologize for that, but I really had to gift myself some time and space to get some projects done that really required getting done. And so thank you for your patience, but I'm back full of total zest and energy, so it works. If you ever feel exhausted and overwhelmed with what needs to be done, just give yourself time and space. All right, today's topic, ladies, is joy. And should we feel joyful? Should we feel happy when there's so much going on in the world right now? And what I wanted to say about joy is that it is probably one of the most important things that you actually can be focusing on right now. In terms of the attacks in Manchester, in terms of all of the climate in today's world. I know a lot of highly sensitive people follow me because I am one of them. And vibrations attract like vibrations. And there used to be times when news would get me to the point of just not wanting to get out of bed because what is happening to this world? What is happening? And through my spiritual evolution and everything that's happened with me, I really understand that that is not helpful. And the women who are attracted to the elegant life, women who are committed to living elegantly, they know, or else they really get, that it is joy and happiness and love that we need to focus on right now. I am actually going to give you some strategies today on how to be happy, how to be joyful in a world that really feels overwhelming right now with so much negativity. If I could just digress really quickly, I had to make a comment on my social media pages this week because we all think that all of this negativity that's happening out there is because of those people. If those people would stop, everything would be okay. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because we have to understand how nature works. When you put something out into the universe, the likeness comes back to you of that same kind of energy, frequency, vibration, emotion, whatever it is, it comes back to you. And when I was a school teacher, I used to say to my kids, you get what you give. And that really impacted them. And they started to see this whole thing of how it worked because, you know, people would point out to each other, oh, you just did that to what's her name and now it's coming back at you. It really works, Mrs. Kurt, they used to say. And now I'm trying to spread the message on a deeper, more spiritual level. The vibration that you put out with your feelings, your words, the actions that you partake in, and that can be the things you post on Facebook, what you talk about, what you post about, the energy of all those things is measurable. There are tools to measure energy. And what you have to become responsible for, every single one of us, is what are we putting out into the universe? Collectively, we are putting out some really negative shit, and I'll just say it bluntly. And what we're getting back is some pretty heavy-duty negativity. We have to start the change with ourselves because there is another law that's called the law of entrainment, and the principle of it is when anything of a lower frequency is in the presence of a high frequency, over time, it must match that of the high frequency. If this is so high on a wide worldwide scale, these have to raise up. But it has to start with us. And I used to feel so disempowered. Like, what can I do? What can I do to make a difference? I can be and speak and act in ways of love always, and focus on being joyful and doing things that bring me pleasure, because all of that is on the highest vibration. Did you know that there are testable vibrations of emotion, and that actually joy tests higher than love? Did you know that? It is under divinity, under God love energy. It is second. That really should speak to your soul, that what you need to focus on being is joy and love. You know, if you feel yourself complaining, switch it around and say, but I'm so grateful for. I'm so grateful for. It's a beautiful way of shifting it. We have to start making different choices, and it will affect, but each one of us has to make the choices in the small details, not just the big grandiose things that we can put out to the world and say, hey, look what a great person I am. It's not as powerful as the day-to-day little things. If you've ever watched the snowflake, the water crystal, water crystal experiment by Dr. Emoto, and just by saying words to a bottle of water or a cup of water, just by showing words, putting words in front of it and repeating that every day, just by playing a certain piece of music that has high vibration, the water crystals, you could look at them and they were gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the ones that had the words that I really don't actually want to speak anymore, they had the ugliness that you would expect from those kind of words. Those water crystals were just horrible. And you can go look up that YouTube video. Actually, I'll probably put a link to it below. We need to become conscious. Not only are we going to live amazing lives, because only good things that are on the same frequency of joy, love, happiness, gratitude can come back to us and our loved ones, but it can start changing the world. And women who live elegantly, they make the choice to do that. And that is why whenever I have coaching days like yesterday, where it's just one after the other, you would think it would be exhausting. I am so energized. It takes me 2 hours to decompress. That is the power of energy. And I ask you, what are you going to choose? It is time. We could not have more signs that it is time for more of us, all of us, to choose love, joy, and peace. And it happens by choosing your words and your actions and the things you post and the things you speak about. We will see you next week. Mwah!